Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show. Hey, Papa.
How are you today, son?
Doing all right. We're here, as you guys can tell. We're filming on location today. We're at the Spring Street store. This is Gail and Cliff Fowler's new business, Spring Street Antiques. As you know, Nickel Row Antiques. We filmed there quite a few times in there, and we always say on there that they have all kinds of unique things, that's for sure. And this place is very similar, I'm noticing.
This
and it
is
looks
larger,
the same
is it
idea,
not?
but this is bigger, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Wider, I believe, wider at least.
Yes. You know what used to be here?
There's been a few things, I guess.
Carolyn's uncle Cole had a hardware store here in this.
Oh, really?
In this building.
Oh, okay, what was it called?
Cole Robertson's Hardware.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, there's some history I didn't know. The involved family, I didn't even know it. That's good to know, though. This is set up very similar, though, Nickel Row. You have vendors, basically, don't you?
Yes.
And there looks to be several in there. It looks full. How many are they? Do you know?
How many vendors?
Mm-hmm.
I have to count again. Probably in the 20 range.
Yeah, I'd say so at least. Yeah, we'll guesstimate 20.
Mm-hmm.
It's at least that. And so it's very similar to Nickel Row. It's about identical in the idea, I guess, right? In theory. So
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely the same premise.
yeah, okay,
It's
that's
the
good.
Same format, but
Yeah.
there might be a different line of things here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, with more.
Depends on the vendors.
Yeah,
You know,
with more
every
vendors
vendor
comes
has
more
their-
things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They all have their own sensibility, their own things they,
I know.
you know, that they focus on, which is what makes it so interesting.
I know. It's
I
unique.
have some vendors there and here.
Oh really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that just because you're a vendor at one doesn't mean you can't be at the other. I didn't think about that. So yeah, how much does it cost to be a vendor?
It
Here.
varies. It's different
Okay.
spaces vary.
Space.
Okay. Is there space available, or are you
No.
full? Okay, full here. I can tell. Yeah.
We stay full.
But I'm sure people can check on that periodically, though.
Oh,
can't
yes,
they?
yes. And
Okay.
I always have names waiting.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal.
So, yeah.
I'm sure there is a waiting list.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll get show some footage of the place here for you. It's like we said, very similar, but yeah, with more vendors comes more different, unique ideas though too, Papa. So it'll always be a little different, yeah, because you have more people.
Well, it seems to me like with this much area,
Mm-hmm.
this is one of the largest places I was ever in
Yeah.
as far as
It is.
antique.
Yeah, for real, it's big. This is a big place. Let's see, Papa, looks like I'm letting you do the birthdays today. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do that.
I've got them right
Because
here.
I've got so many announcements, I'm gonna let you do that.
Birthdays. Today is the 19th, but on the 16th,
Mm-hmm,
Jerry Swafford had a birthday.
okay.
And on the 17th, you had Philip Hankins and Andrew Smith with a birthday. Yesterday, A.J. Worthington had a birthday, along with Megan Reese.
Okay.
And today,
Happy birthday, everybody.
Rhiannon Seals, the 19th.
Rhiannon Seals, okay.
Rita Mercer,
Okay. Happy birthday.
Hubert
Miss Rhea.
Robertson,
Happy birthday, Hubert.
Linda Smith.
Happy birthday to Linda.
Tomorrow, Chris Stanford, that's my next
Oh,
door
that's your
neighbor.
neighbor. Happy birthday, Chris.
And then the next day is Keith Pickard,
Happy birthday, Keith.
Rebecca George,
Okay, happy birthday, Rebecca.
Ronnie Sapp,
Birthday, Ronnie.
Marie Lawson,
Okay, happy birthday.
Michelle Raines.
Happy birthday, Michelle. She's been on our show a few times.
Then on the 22nd, we have Max Stone, Kristen
These are upcoming
Angel,
ones. Okay.
and then on the 23rd, we have Warren Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Smith, And Jerry Pursley.
Wow. A lot of birthdays.
Jerry Pursley's is on the 26th.
Okay.
I thought it was all on the 23rd, but his is not till the 26th.
Okay. That's the only one though for that, isn't it?
That'll be a week from today, won't it?
I guess, yeah, it is. Yeah, it sure is. Okay, let's see, Papa. Well, we know early voting has started.
Paula called me a while ago and wanted to know if I wanted to go vote at 2 o'clock. I said, no, I can't today.
Yep, that today it's from 1 to 4. That's the 17th, 18th, 19th. So tomorrow though it'll be 9 until noon, and then the 22nd will be 1 to 4 again, and the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, and 27th, all those days will be 9 a.m. until noon. And
That's
then,
convenient for people to vote early.
Yeah, it is. And the general election is Thursday, August 1st, with all voting precincts open in Bledsoe County. Both campaigns are sponsors of our show. You have the Democratic incumbent, Accessor Properties, Zach Ollendorf. Like I said, he's a sponsor of our show, and he has been challenged by Republican candidate Shelley Bridges, who is also, her campaign is a sponsor of the Albert and Billy show. That's what you're voting for on the local stage anyway. There's 3 seats on this, let's see, I'm not sure, is it the school board? I know a school board race is coming up, so that's probably what it is.
Oh, yes.
But of course, this is sticking together here. But I know that, let's see, come on, there we go. Okay, gotta find it, folks. I'm trying to find it here. Okay, it is Bledsoe County School Board. So that's a longtime school board member, Vincent Boring. He's not seeking re-election.
Oh, really?
Due to his District 2 post, due to conflict with his job. Running to fill that spot unopposed is Tim Churches. Okay. District 4 incumbent Ben Farmer, Republican, is being challenged by independent candidate Steve Perry. Running opposed for District 6 is Andy Billingsley. Although his name is not on the ballot, Jackie Knox has launched a write-in campaign to unseat Billingsley. Roy Clark DeBoard is unopposed for District 1. He was appointed to serve in that position and now has to run for election. The Republican and Democrat primaries are also on the ballot for state offices too. We'll talk about the one. We'll talk about the one that involves a local man and then somebody we've had on the radio a few times. Incumbent Ron Travis. He's from Dayton. He's been challenged by Richard W. Smith of Pikeville. It's in the Republican primary race. So that'll be the primary. The Democrat ticket is Brittany Lynn Warfel, I think so you pronounce that. She's running unopposed. So whoever wins will be running against her, I guess, because she's in the Democrat primary. So the Republican primary will be Ron Travis and Richard Smith. These are going to be some close races, folks. This could be, very well could be. So there's your early voting information, and let's see, Papa. What was it? It was going to the fair, the Bledsoe County Fair. God, I wonder what edition this is. Does it say?
I'm sure it did, but somewhere, but I don't remember.
They had we had the 100th one not a couple years ago, so we know it's over 100. But anyway, it's that time though for the Bledsoe County Fair. It's time to get your entries ready. So they're calling all vegetable and flower growers, canners, photographers, crafters, bakers, livestock handlers. It's time to get those entries ready for the upcoming Bledsoe County Fair. It's going to be held July 30th through August the 3rd. But the fairest of the fair, like always, is a week before the fair starts. So the fairest of the fair pageant is actually tomorrow, folks, July 20th. That will be at 8 a.m.?
No, not 8 a.m.
That's got to be a misprint, yeah. It's 8 p.m., I'm assuming. That's got to be. The Bledsoe County Spectacular, well, no, okay, the fairest of the fair pageant, the day begins at the Bledsoe County High School at 8 a.m. So they'll have other events, that's what that is. The pageant, though, is going to be at actually 4 o'clock. So 4 p.m. is when the fairest of the fair pageant will be held. And it is at the Bledsoe County High School. So, good deal there. And Parker Holland Memorial Show will be held on Saturday, July 26th at 6 p.m. Carnival rides open at 6 p.m. each night of the fair, which is July 30th through August the 3rd. And that's, of course, at the fairgrounds on Allen P. Deacons Road. With Fair Week approaching, the Bledsoe County Fair Association, they are seeking volunteers and donors to help make this year's fair the best. So if you want to help out, you can do so. To volunteer, you can contact Cindy at 423-762-6370. That's 423-762-6370. Call Cindy if you'd like to volunteer. And let's see, local businesses are reminded to show their support of the fair by decorating their storefronts. And this year's theme is Barnyard Boogie. Barnyard Boogie at the Bledsoe County Fair. Okay, cool, I like that. Barnyard Boogie time, Papa, at the Bledsoe County Fair. Storefronts will be judged by July 22nd and winners announced. Businesses have the opportunity to win tickets to the fair and events. Okay. So, probably gonna start doing that now if you want to participate in that.
And in that paper, there is one whole page that gives you
The events.
the different things you can enter.
Oh,
in,
yeah.
The exhibit hall, vegetables and jelly and relish and things like that.
Yeah, that's right.
It tells you what categories you can
Yeah,
enter.
they break it down in detail, don't
Yeah, they
they?
do.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, it was saying that early voting started off strong. I didn't see that part. Last week, 85 Bledsoe County voters casted ballots in the local races and state primaries, reported Selection Administrator Lisa Wheeler. So people are early voting. That's good to hear. And free school supplies and backpacks are going to be given out to Bledsoe County students on Thursday, July 26th at the 17th Annual Give a Child a Chance Day. It's going to be held this year inside the Bledsoe County High School Gymnasium from 9 a.m. until 12 noon. Items will be given out as long as supplies last. So every child deserves assistance in being prepared for school, and this is one way the community can help area children walk into school that first day ready, said Michelle Raines, Coordinated School Health Director, with a birthday coming up. Happy birthday, Michelle.
Yeah.
But if you have any questions on that, though, you can call 447-2022. 2022-447 if you got any questions on that. Oh, man. Keep letting my out of breath yet. Let's see now. I'll find my spot here. I think it's the page over, though. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Little Blue's gearing up for fall season, Papa. That's good to hear.
I've been seeing a lot of traffic down there.
Have you? That's good. They have their first home game scheduled for August 24th. That's at home against North Grundy. So good deal. Let's see. Okay, now with some community announcements here. Let's see. I'll start out with Lusk Community Center tomorrow morning. They've been doing this pretty consistently now too.
Yes,
So theirs is going to be tomorrow, July 20th It is served at the Lusk Community Center from 7 to 10:30 a.m., folks. Come and enjoy a hearty breakfast while helping the center with its maintenance and operational expenses. And the breakfast this month is sponsored by Richard Smith, Republican candidate for Tennessee State Representative. This is a taco salad benefit for the Sutherland family. Bledsoe County Nursing Home wants to help two of their own. Kim Sutherland and Megan Sutherland with funeral expenses incurred with the passing of their beloved husband and father. A taco salad fundraiser is going to be held Thursday, July 25th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the nursing home facility. Plates include taco salad, dessert, and drink for $10. They'll be drawing with tickets available until 1 p.m. on July 25th. Money raised with the drawing will be split between the winner and the family. And you can pre-order by calling Activities Director Charlotte Harris at 423-447-5388 before 10 a.m. on Thursday, July 25th. Whew. Let's see. Bardell Church of God is having homecoming this Sunday, folks. Sunday school will begin at 10 a.m. and the service at 10:45 a.m. By Faith will be singing at the morning service. A covered dish meal will follow, and Pastor David Rogers and his congregation invite everyone to attend. Mount Crest Volunteer Fire Department, they're having their breakfast tomorrow too, Papa.
Good deal.
So we got at least 2 tomorrow. This one though, like I said, is at Mount Crest Volunteer Fire Department. It'll be from 6 to 10 a.m. at the fire hall. An $8 donation is asked upon you, but remember this is a volunteer fire department, so you are doing a good deed when you go out and buy these meals from these volunteer fire departments each week. For an $8 donation, you can enjoy bacon, sausage, scrambled eggs, hash browns, biscuits and gravy with jelly and butter, of course, coffee and milk, and orange juice to drink. Proceeds benefit, of course, the Mount Crest Fire Department. The bargain basement will be open tomorrow, July the 20th, at 7 Methodist Street here in Pikeville, right downtown Pikeville, that is, 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. The thrift shop is sponsored by the United Methodist Women. The proceeds used for missions. Most clothing will be $1. Just $1? A grocery bag? Wow.
A bag.
A bag, okay. Most other items are $1 unless marked, with final price up to the checkout person. Clean, usable donations are always appreciated. However, they cannot take furniture or electronics or TVs. The bargain basement is usually open the first and third Saturday of the month. That's interesting. So I take it that people have tried to donate all those things. I'm assuming so, yeah, or they wouldn't put that. Let's see, in the Fall Creek Falls, Bledsoe County Fire Department, we always brag about theirs because they mix it up quite a bit. They bring on the waffles and the pancakes, we like that. And it's going to be July 27th, so it'll be a week from tomorrow, 7 to 10 a.m. The biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, hash browns, waffles with fruit toppings. See, there you go. And fresh fruit, bacon, sausage, country ham, fried bologna, as Papa says, orange juice, coffee, milk, and water for $10 per plate. Children 10 and under, as always, can eat for free. And we'll wrap it up with this one. Barbecue chicken dinner is going to be at the Pikeville Volunteer Fire Department, folks. This one's going to be on Saturday, August the 3rd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It'll be at the fire department for a barbecue chicken plate, barbecue ribs plate, and combo plates. Each plate will include 2 sides, dessert, and a drink. Come support your local fire department. All proceeds benefit the department. No pre-sales arrive early as they tend to sell out. This is also the annual 127 yard sale weekend. They hope to have plenty of food. I wasn't thinking about that. So there'll be lots of people out, lots of traffic. So the 127 sale will be here in a couple of weeks. Wow, it's hard to believe. But it will be. And yes, the traffic gets pretty intense at that sometimes, don't it?
Yes.
Okay, Papa. I'm talked out, so, for the moment, so let's do some trivia.
All right, I happen to have some ready. These are very interesting to me.
All right, well, I hope they are to me too.
One step above a deer in size, but still in the deer family. What's my three-letter name?
Bigger than a deer, but a deer relative, an elk?
Elk. E-L-K.
Because you did say 3 letters.
3 letters.
Okay.
Thank you,
It's
Bill.
the only thing I could think of.
I thought that was an interesting question, though.
It was.
But you disappoint me that you knew the answer.
I figured it did.
What word do we use to describe the sound of thunder?
Boom.
We call it a blank of thunder,
Oh, a cloud of thunder.
clap of thunder,
Clap of thunder, my
clap
bad.
of thunder.
I thought you were trying to say clap.
Yeah, clap of thunder, yeah. Is that it? That is it, right? Clap of thunder. I was gonna say cloud.
We
The
sing.
clap is the right, that's the answer, yeah.
No, what does Grandpa say?
He said clap,
Clap.
yeah.
We heard a song that our church sang last Sunday. I've seen him in the lightning, heard him in the thunder, and felt him in the rain.
Yeah,
God reveals himself through the lightning, through
Yeah,
the thunder,
and the
through
rain.
the rain.
yeah, sure does.
Okay,
Didn't know I was gonna have a concert, did you folks?
a watchdog or a wild Rottweiler
Mm-hmm.
may give a three-letter word as a warning before they attack. What 3 letters do they use to tell you, I'm gonna bite you?
Is it G-R-R?
G-R-R.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're growling at you, grr, yeah. When you hear that, you better take off.
I'm here for you, Billy.
Thank you.
If you're not living on a farm and you don't have a rooster to crow to wake you up, what do you use to wake you up if you go?
Alarm.
Alarm clock.
clock. Mm.
I have mine set for 5:10.
Okay.
That was too easy.
Yeah. Don't give you any ideas.
If you are on Big Birch Street, what's the name of the street you're
You're
on?
on Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. But everyone would know that, wouldn't
If they should, anyway. Yeah, they should know it. Yeah.
it? A famous race car driver, his name is AJ. Give me his last name.
Oh crap.
AJ.
Stewart?
Stewart.
No.
8
4 letters. Starts with F.
AJ starts with an F. 4 letters in racing. The 2 sports I do not keep up with at all because they're not sports.
Just make up a word.
Jake. What did you say his first name was?
AJ.
AJ. His last name starts with an F. 4 letters. AJ. I don't have a clue.
I didn't mean it about making it harder.
Yeah, no, he did right away.
F-O-Y.
F. Voigt.
Voigt.
Okay,
AJ
thank you.
Voigt.
I'm glad
I
you
thought
told me
that
that.
would be,
We would have been on that all day.
Maybe Richard Petty out of God or
I'm
Dale
sure you would
Earnhardt.
got Richard
Yeah.
Petty. Okay. An MP looking for a soldier or a sailor who is 4 letters.
An MP. Which
An
I don't know
MP,
what that is.
military police.
Oh, okay. What about him again?
What's he wanting to find that soldier or sailor for?
Well, I'm assuming they're in trouble. Probably
Okay.
went AWOL.
AWOL. That's what they
Okay.
call it. What does AWOL stand for?
I don't know, but I just know it's when they
Absent.
run off.
Absent without leave.
Okay, okay.
That's what AWOL stands for.
Been a few do it, ain't they?
Last question. What
Yeah.
do you call the act when a gunman takes over an airplane?
Hijacking.
Hijacking.
Hijacking, yes.
Very good, Billy.
Wow.
Very
Yeah,
good.
well, interesting is definitely a word I would use for those questions. Was that the last one or did I
That's
pass?
the last question.
Okay, folks, we'll take a short break and be right back with you. Coming up after the break, we'll have some sports of all sorts for you, as Papa says. And of course, we'll have to get wiser, you know, with some good old Albertology coming up. And some jokes, of course. Can't go without the jokes. That's all coming up right here from Spring Street Antiques. That's coming up right after the commercial break.
Spring Street Antiques.
Stay
This
tuned,
is
folks.
nice.
At Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter, we're committed to be better. Better prices, better vehicles, a better experience. Your Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter understands that you rely on us to provide you with the highest quality of used vehicles. With over 350 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. So what are you waiting for? Let us show you a better experience with the Jason Lewis Automotive family. Come visit us at Rankin Avenue here in Dunlap or on the web at dunlapsupercenter.com.
Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, connecting the Sequatchie Valley to the world.
Support small business and shop DunlapMercantile.com.
You need a bank that you can depend on. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, we have the most dependable staff that you will ever meet. Call in, you will not get an automated attendant, you'll get a person. But on the other side, we have all the technology that anyone would need, from apps to online banking to bill pay. So please come and grow with us as we're about to celebrate our 50th year. We are the only community bank you will ever need.
Welcome back, folks. As well, if you've been watching, you'll know we're here at the Spring Street Antique Store. It's literally a block away from Nickel Row Antiques, and they're both sponsors of the Albert and Billy Show. So that's two sponsors down right there. I didn't even mean to do it.
This is
And Ember's Ice Cream Shop. Oh, don't forget to go there, folks, too.
This is a nice asset for Pikeville.
It is. I like it in here. I like it. I can't say I like it better. I'll say it's a tie, because it's hard to really top Nickel Row, but it's a tie.
Well, the thing about an antique place, the more that you have, the better crowd you will draw.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And they have plenty of vendors, so that helps out a lot. Mm-hmm.
So right. We would like 10 more antique stores in
Yeah.
Pikeville.
I know.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I mean, y'all do a good job with it. Y'all have 3, literally.
Yeah.
We'll have to film at the one behind the ice cream shop sometime, because it's been there forever, but we need to do one there. I'd show it to you guys sometime.
Fall.
That'll be a good time, yeah. It'll be a good time to do that.
That's where they used to work on Ford cars.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you saying that. And it was also our volunteer fire department for a long time.
Yes, it was.
It's been many things. You know the history a lot better than me. But thank you to Spring Street Antiques and Nickel Row Antiques, and and Ember's Ice Cream. Also a big thank you to Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilberry Insurance, Scotty's of Pikeville. The offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Matt Massagill and his friendly staff down at Farm Bureau Insurance. So they're really close to Putnam Marine Funeral Home as well. They're both down in South Pikeville, that's for sure. Also the Morgan Brothers, the Bank Walker Brewery is right next door. and it's a nice place. Like I've said on here many times, very nice place, nice atmosphere, and good food. I would tell anybody to check out the Bank Walker Brewery. Also Morgan Brothers Barbecue. They have a buffet, and they got really good food. Both places have really good food, and they also have the Potwell Family Restaurant, and they're open for breakfast. They're there from 7 to 11. Get a waffle. I get that a lot. I love their waffles. They're really, really good. Really good. Also, State Farm Insurance, Nick Smith and his friendly staff. Mill Dam Outdoor Adventures. It's Lola's. She's on Main Street. Lee Station Baptist Church, thank you. Also, thank you to the Daily Stop. It's quilting time, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done with the loom part.
I looked in there the other day and I couldn't tell much.
Yeah, I'm sure that I would have to think that they're getting closer though to revealing that. I'm sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And the Lucky Star. And also Dexter's Barbershop. They're a sponsor. Is what they were before a while back. They are again Dexter's Barbershop.
I take them brownies up there where they're very.
They want us to.
Or not.
Well, they are, and they were interested in, I think, in filming there as well. I'll have to get back with them on that. And also the Lucky Star is now a sponsor. I've always said the Lucky Star is like Bledsoe's best kept secret. It's beautiful. There's just no denying it's a beautiful, beautiful place, and I would recommend anybody go there just to see it, to see the beauty of it. So thank you to all our sponsors. Papa, it's time for some sports, ain't it?
I've got them.
I'm trying to think of what. It's got to be baseball stuff, and
Well,
Wimbledon was great.
Wimbledon had the male finals, Alcaraz and Djokovic. They had faced each other 5 times. Djokovic had a 3-2 edge.
But Djokovic come in very not 100%, not taking anything away from Alcaraz. He is definitely a
He's good.
phenom and is going to be even better than he is now. But Djokovic clearly wasn't at 100%. Just to make that final was actually pretty impressive.
But Alcaraz defeated him, so now they are 3-3 in the 6 times they faced each other. 3-3.
Yep, and also though, I think they met at the U.S. Open. Maybe either the U.S. Open or the French Open one time, maybe in a major.
Well, I'm sure they played.
I think they did. And then the women's was really, really good. The final. Barbora Krejcikova won the women's.
Okay.
I don't know if you had that or not.
No, I don't have that.
Oh, well, need to talk about that too. She defeated an Italian player that had never won a match on grass for Wimbledon. That's crazy. She never won a match on grass, and she makes the Wimbledon final. But the woman who won, though, was Barbora Krejcikova. She's really, really good from the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Nobody was picking her to win, though, because she had been injured all year.
Really?
She's won the French Open before. She is talented, but she had played very few matches and been out pretty much the whole year. So, of course, nobody was picking her to win. And she said she just gradually got better as time went on. First few matches, she nearly lost. In the first round, she was 2 points from defeated in the first round. And so she, in the second round was tough. And then she just got better and better as time went on. And then next thing you know, she was in Wimbledon.
She was in the groove.
Yeah. Good grass court game, though, for sure. She's one of those few players that come into the net nowadays, Pawpaw. You don't see that much anymore, do you?
No.
She does that, so it's cool to see a player bring that old style back, kind of. You want to see a variety, you know what I'm saying?
On Friday live television, not Friday, one day last week, Charles Barkley, he's 62 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
He announced he's going to retire at the end of this year in television.
From broadcasting? Okay.
Well, he's not going to do it anymore.
That's interesting. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm kind of surprised.
Well, I am too, because I don't know what kind of a regimen it requires of him.
True.
But I don't think he covers all sports.
No, he just does. No, we don't cover all of them. I would think he would be difficult to work with. That's just my take on it. He was a hothead when he was in the league. I know that as a player. He was a hothead.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I remember when he played.
He was good, but he had a temper.
A week ago tomorrow, Donald Trump was at a rally,
Oh, yeah.
and he was fired at. The man that fired shot several shots, and one of his
Ridiculous.
shots hit Trump in the right ear,
Mm-hmm.
and later it showed him with a bandage over his ear.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, was it last night he come out in the RNC?
So he was very fortunate to be here.
Very
One person
fortunate.
was killed, another person was injured.
Yeah, 2 were seriously injured, but they're okay now.
So this was an attempted assassination.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty obvious. There's no way a 20-year-old kid got by the Secret Service. If people actually think anybody's going to believe that, they're not. There's no way.
They showed him up on that roof.
Yeah, they were warned an hour before. That woman obviously needs to be replaced. I don't care how you feel about politics. I really don't. We can't have stuff like that happening. And the mainstream media is responsible for a lot of it. They have lied repeatedly, compared this man to Adolf Hitler. I get you want to win your race and everything, but they went too far with it. And you can't, the dishonesty and stuff, that's what I don't like, the dishonesty. Because they're making it out to be something that he's not, basically, and it does put a mark on somebody. So they need to be careful with that, and they've been told to tone it down, and they have a little bit, but they're going to tone it down quite a bit more. That's for sure.
Don't you think that after he was shot, that the
They just
Secret
handled the
Service
election.
men handled it well? They covered him up so it wouldn't be hit.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. They formed a shield around him. They did a really,
They formed a shield around him.
yeah, they did a really good job on that part.
But we did hear later that the shooter was killed.
He was killed, yes. Yes, he was killed.
So,
And rightfully so.
yes.
Rightfully so. It's time people stop acting like idiots like that and doing it. It's just, everything's too extreme. You know, it's just getting out of hand, way out of hand.
On Monday of this week, we had the home run derby,
Yeah,
and then on Tuesday we had the All-Star game from Arlington, Texas. The home run derby was played
That's
from
right.
Dodger Stadium, I believe,
cool.
but the All-Star game was from Arlington, Texas,
Yeah,
and the Dodgers had 2 men in the starting lineup, my Dodgers, and the total of the score was 5-3 in favor of the American League.
it was.
The 3 runs that the National League scored were all by 1 home run by a Dodger.
I bet you was proud of that. But I'm sure you wanted the National League to win.
I wanted the National League to win, but the National League won last year,
Okay.
but the American League had won 9 in a row,
Dang.
so now they've won 10 out of 11.
Well, that's too much.
That's
So that's
ridiculous.
That is. It shouldn't be that lopsided, should it?
The golf gods chose Tiger Woods to be the captain of the Ryder team this year, and he turned them down. He said that his schedule would not allow him to do that, but he would not count out being the captain of the Ryder team in the future But
Oh.
right now, he's too busy. So he's in the U.S. Open right now.
That's weird.
Today's the second day of the U.S. Open.
So he is in that.
He's participating in that.
It's been so long since he's won anything.
In the Olympics,
That's coming up pretty soon, isn't it?
well, the men's basketball team is playing exhibitions right now, and we've won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Just exhibits, exhibitions, and Stephen Curry's having a ball.
Oh, I bet.
That's all I have in sports.
Yeah, so that's pretty good, Papa. I'm still excited. I guess I'm still excited on sports from the Celtics winning the NBA championship and Tennessee winning the baseball national championship.
Can you believe that?
No, because it's been since, well, Tennessee's never won the national championship
Never
in
won it
baseball.
before.
And it had been since like 2008 since Tennessee's won anything national championship wise. That's a long wait. The last national championship for Tennessee was the Lady Vols
I did not read where
before
Tony
this.
Vitello got a raise, but I'm sure he did.
I'm sure he did, definitely. And what's interesting though, the Celtics hadn't won since 2008 either.
That's right, 2008.
So it's been a long time since any of my teams have won. So it's been a long wait. The Steelers is my team in the NFL. They did win a couple in that range of time. So I guess I can count that. But they haven't been too much to cheer for though. Let's put it that way. It's been hard to be a Tennessee fan the last few years, hasn't it?
Yes.
It's time, dude. I'm ready for some good memories from them again. Albert, what you got for Albert Ology?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
That's like that segue. Well, what have you got for us?
Do you remember Abraham Lincoln, studying him about him in school?
Yes.
This is about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, who had just lost the race for Senate, became the Republican nominee for president. The Republican Party was barely 6 years old, but slavery was such a powerful issue. And Douglas' doctrine about the blunder that he made split the Democratic vote, and the Republican nominee, Lincoln, got in as president. So
Very famous
it was
president.
ominous that Lincoln had just received from the South not one single vote. Not one.
Wow.
So this was an issue. So
Yes.
Lincoln was elected president on November the 6th, 1860. Barely a month later, South Carolina seceded from the Union, followed closely by Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Texas. All these seceded from the Union.
Wow.
5 weeks later, the first shots of the Civil War were fired. So with the secession from the Union of the Southern states, the Republican Party was left in full control of the federal government because all of the South pulled out. As the Civil War dragged on year after year, it lasted from 1861 to 1865.
Yeah, it's 4 years.
It seemed that Lincoln's re-election was doomed, and that General George McClellan, a Northern Democrat, would defeat him. But the tide of the war eventually turned in the North's favor, and in 1864, Lincoln was re-elected with 55% of the vote.
Wow.
The Civil War finally ended on April the 9th, 1865. 5 days later, Lincoln was assassinated.
I know. That's
5 days later.
that's why it's so important to address what's going on and stuff. And they've got us just to get too carried away with it. there's a reason why the ratings for the mainstream media is at historic lows. There's a reason for that. People are not buying it anymore. They're not believing it. If you don't have to have 20/20 vision to see what's going on. If you really want to see it, you can see it. At this point, you just don't want to see it, I guess. I
Well,
mean, 'cause
once in
there's
a
no
while
way.
at the Bible study for the men from the jail,
Mhm.
one of the men or the pastor, I've never done it, they'll say to this invisible person over the internet, they call her name and they'll say, give me such and such a result. Once in a while she'll say, I do not know. But usually she gets something from the mainstream media.
Boy, that's why.
Then
Well,
you-
I'm assuming she gets a lot wrong then.
and then people believe it.
That's why I don't like it, and that's why I know there's some people that still watch it. You know, I don't want to get mad at them. I don't get mad at them. It's the media. Like you're going to be disappointed constantly because they're lying to you. That's just the truth. And I mean, if somebody doesn't want to see it, that's fine. You know, it's a free country, but it's what's going on.
You're
It's just
entitled to
two
your
ways about
opinion,
it.
and I'm entitled to mine.
That's true too, and that's where it's gotten out of hand too. Everybody has a right to their own opinion. Freedom of speech. This is a free country, and that's just how it is. So that's what it's got to get back to. People are way too sensitive now. You have to be able to talk and get to an understanding, a mutual understanding. Because at the end of the day, we're all Americans. You know, it's not about Democrat, Republican.
There you go. Okay, the English language is the most confusing, hard to learn language on
Yeah, I
earth.
say that a lot. Yeah.
Here's some examples. We have to polish the Polish furniture. Spelled the same way.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, does it?
How can he lead if he can't get the lead out?
I don't know.
A skilled farmer can sure produce a lot of produce. The dump was so full, it had to refuse. The soldier decided to desert his dessert in the
deserted
desert.
the desert.
No time like the present to present the present.
Yeah, that's a lot of examples.
A smallmouth bass was painted on the big bass drum. The white dove dove down into Dover. I spent all last evening out the pile.
Yeah.
That poor invalid has insurance that is invalid.
Oh, that is crazy. That is a lot of examples.
Bandage.
No wonder people say that.
The bandage was wound around the wound.
God, that is crazy when you think about it.
The absent-minded sower fell down into the sewer. The wind was way too strong to wind the sail.
A lot of words spelled the same way, pronounced differently.
If you don't object to the object, I would like to subject the subject to a series of subjective objectives.
Good grief.
Worldwide,
That's crazy.
this is something different.
Oh.
Worldwide, Christmas has been celebrated in 135 different days of the year.
Really?
Christmas.
Well, that's weird, isn't it?
Have you ever heard of the word
135 days. Yeah.
135 days?
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the word limerick?
Yes.
Okay, here's some limericks.
Okay.
There once was a fellow named Paul who went to a masquerade ball. Dressed up like a tree, he failed to foresee his abuse by dogs in the hall. A cheerful old bear at the zoo could always find something to do. When it bored him, you know, to walk to and fro, he reversed it and walked fro and to.
So that's limericks.
That's a limerick.
Yeah. I remember them then.
Here's the last one.
Okay.
There was a young lady from Natchez
Oh.
who sat in some briarwood patches. Now she lies on her face with an awful grimace and scratches and scratches and scratches.
I'd say.
Now this is the truth. This is the truth.
This is the truth.
This
Okay.
is about Philip Morris, the tobacco company.
Oh, okay.
In 2001, tobacco giant Philip Morris did a study of the effects of cigarette smoking for the leaders of the Czech Republic. The report they issued touted the positive effects of smoking. This was for the government. They did this research. It shortens people's lives, they said, which means lower costs for pensions, for housing, for health care for the elderly, because they're going to die quicker. The details of the report were supposed to be private,
Oh,
but the result was a major public relations blow to a company that had just spent $100 million to boost its image.
Oh.
Philip Morris issued an apology to the Czech Republic.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine
Wow.
spending that much money and then you had to tell the truth of what that result was? It shortens people's lives.
Yeah. Yep. Another example of hiding the truth, basically.
This is a weird tale of, listen to this is weird. The Bluebird is a classic play about two children who go searching for the bluebird of happiness. I've heard of that.
Really?
A designer at a Midwestern theater thought it would be a great idea to have real bluebirds fly around the theater at the end of the play. So he sprayed
bad idea.
pigeons with blue paint and put them in little cages hanging above the audience,
Oh, yeah.
so that he could release them from the cages when the play was over.
Okay.
No one considered what the paint, combined with the heat from the lights, might do to the birds.
Okay.
But on opening night, the cage were opened at the end of the show, and hundreds of dead bluebirds fell.
God.
Can you imagine that?
That would be an epic fail right there. I'm sure.
These are some food superstitions.
Okay. Wow. I can't believe that.
These are superstitions about food.
Okay.
Bake your cakes while the sun is rising, and do not throw away the eggshells until the baking is done.
Okay.
How many people save their eggshells?
Exactly. Who would do that?
Tossing coffee grounds under steps leading to the kitchen will rid the home of ants. Coffee grounds.
I doubt that.
If you don't spit out the seeds while eating a grape, the seeds will give you appendicitis.
Good grief.
The sound of thunder will turn milk sour.
I ain't never heard that one. These are some crazy sayings.
2 yolks in an Easter egg is a good omen.
It is.
You will be rich someday.
Okay.
You don't break an egg that you use for
Yeah,
Easter.
so why would anybody do that? These are crazy.
If you spot bubbles in a cup of coffee, try to spoon them up and eat them before they burst.
I don't think
If
so.
you succeed, you will receive money from an unexpected source.
Yeah, I'd have to see it to believe it.
If you love someone and want them to love you back, give them an orange.
Are you serious?
I think I'll buy that.
I bet a lot of people hadn't tried that little secret.
Now I'm gonna try this one. Onions mixed with ant eggs will cure deafness.
Oh my God. These poor people that actually try to do this stuff.
Eating peaches gives you wisdom.
Oh.
If you grow too much lettuce in your garden, your wife will never conceive children.
These are so insane.
Okay, that's all I got there.
They're all insane. Those are crazy.
Now, I've told this before, but I want to hear it. I want you to hear it again.
You about made a blooper there. You about said, I won't tear it again.
Here's my number.
This man's name was Bill.
Is this a joke?
This is not a joke. I'm ready.
That's important.
When you're ready for the jokes, let me know.
Well, after this, definitely, yeah.
His name was Bill. He had wild hair, wore a t-shirt with holes in it, jeans with no shoes. This was literally his wardrobe for his entire 4 years of college. That's all he wore. No shoes.
Dang.
He was brilliant. He became a Christian while attending college. And across the street from the campus was a very conservative church where everybody dressed up for church. So they want to develop a ministry to the students, but they do not know how to go about it. They want to establish some kind of ministry with the kids that go to that college to get them to come to church.
Yeah.
One day, Bill decided to go to the church. So he walks in with no shoes, t-shirt, jeans, wild hair.
Oh, yeah.
The service has already started. Bill starts down the aisle
You're
looking for an empty seat. The church is completely filled. He can't find a seat. By now, people are looking at Bill as he walks down the aisles.
His
looking for a
wild
seat.
hair, you mean like haircut wild?
No cut, no
Got
cut,
it.
just
Okay.
no comb.
Okay.
Bill gets closer and closer to the pulpit, looking for that seat.
Oh.
When he realizes there are no seats, he just squats right down in front of the preacher on the carpet. He has acceptable behavior for a college student,
Yeah.
but he's never been in church before.
Right.
So, what's going to happen? By now, the people are really uptight, and the tension is thick. They don't know what's going to happen. Because here's this kid sitting right down under the preacher.
Right.
About this time, the minister realizes that from way back in the church, a deacon is slowly making his way to Bill. Now the deacon is in his 80s, about like Albert, silver gray hair, three-piece suit, a godly man, very elegant. But he starts walking toward the boy with a cane, and everyone is saying to themselves, he'll take care of this kid. So it takes a long time for the deacon to get up there to where the boy is. The church is silent except for the clicking of the man's cane. The preacher has stopped preaching.
Okay.
All eyes are focused on that deacon. You can't hear what's going on because all you hear is people breathing. The minister can't even preach the sermon because he's wanting to see what this deacon does to this upstart kid.
Well, I think he's going to do, beat him with a cane or something.
That's what they think.
Oh.
And now they see this elderly man drop his cane on the floor.
Oh, he sits beside.
With great difficulty, he sits down next to Bill
Yeah.
and worships with him.
Right. That's
So-
how all of them should have been.
So he won't be alone.
Absolutely.
Everyone chokes up with emotion. When the minister gains
Hope so.
his composure, he says, "While I'm about to preach, you will never remember what
Yeah.
you have seen. You will
Yeah,
never
that's
forget."
true. There's no need to continue, really. There's nothing he can say any better.
Listen to what this sums it up. Be careful how you live. You may be the only Bible
Yes.
someone will ever read.
That's right. People are way too judgmental. That really shouldn't have been an issue at all.
Okay, you ready for some jokes?
Yeah, definitely. We'll tell 3.
I got some jokes right here.
All right. Pick 3. Yeah, we'll tell.
Only a few months before my father's retirement, the insurance company he worked for announced it would relocate to another state.
Okay.
He didn't want to move so late in his career, so the company was retaining ownership of the office building, so my father asked if he could stay on in some capacity. The only available job, they told him, was watering and caring for the building's flowers, the plants that they had in the building. So he didn't have much choice,
And this is his girlfriend.
so he said,
And they cheer
I'll
together.
take this job.
Even cheer camp.
Okay.
So he worried about,
Kind of hard to mess that one up.
So,
we worried about how Dad would cope with such a dramatic change in his career.
Yeah.
So he had some business cards made. This is what the business card said.
Okay.
Raymond Gustafson, plant manager.
Ooh.
I wanted to get you.
He handled that very well, didn't you think?
He's very smart to do that.
Sir, you have the most compelling storytelling voice as I've walked through.
Well, thank you.
You are a natural storyteller.
He is, very much so.
Talking to me?
He is. She is, yes.
Yes. As I walked through, I just kind of was drawn into your voice, so.
Well, thank you.
Keep storytelling and entertaining.
Thank you very much.
Sure thing. Have a good day.
You too.
You've just been on television.
Do what?
You've just been on television. It's been televised.
Never. Good method.
Thank you though, that was great. All right,
Yes,
2
sir.
more, Papa.
I had an inkling I'd been working too hard at the gift shop when at my father's funeral, I said to all well-wishers, thank you, come again.
For a funeral?
For a funeral. Because I was processing my first accident report at the transport company where I worked, I was being particularly attentive. The driver had hit a deer on the highway, and the
No,
result was a severely damaged hood and fender.
I'd say.
I've been there, done that.
Yeah. It's
My
rough.
serious mood was broken, however, when I reached the section of the report that said speed of the other vehicle. The driver should put down full gallop.
It's pretty full gap. All right, one more, Papa.
My wife and I were working at a furniture store liquidation sale.
Okay.
We were accepting fairly low bids, but one man proved a particularly tough customer. He pointed to a couch that originally cost $1,000, marked down to $300. I'll give you $20 for it, he said. Sir, my wife replied calmly, we're going out of business, not out of our minds.
No kidding. I was wondering where he was going to go with that one. That's pretty good,
Not out
yeah.
of my mind.
Yeah, they weren't stupid. He was hoping so, wasn't he?
Yes.
Well, we're wrapping it up. I encourage everybody to read this story in the Bloodstone about local family welcoming how rare twin coats is what's asking. That's a pretty good article. I recommend anybody read that. Those jokes were good, Papa, and even some of the non-jokes were funny. The true stories.
Wow.
No, yeah, some of them were. They were crazy. But thanks for joining us today, folks, here from the Spring Street Antique Store. Like I said, one of our sponsors for the show. Come check this place out. What's your hours, Gail?
10 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Good deal. So come check it out, folks. Spring Street Antiques. It's a nice place.
It is really nice.
I like it. So anyway, thanks to them for letting us be here today. And thank you guys for joining us today for another episode of the Albert Billy Show. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, you guys have a great week. And we'll see you next time, folks.
See you later, guys.
Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.